Okay, welcome back, band kids. Fire drill. Justin's eating. Been a lot of interruptions. Sit down. Okay, let's keep going. So we can check this one. Was that the correct equation? 2x squared minus 3x equals 5. Let's check it. Let's plug in -1. So I have 2 -1 squared minus 3 times -1. Square that'll become +1. +3. So I get 5 equals 5. And I could also plug in 5/2. Check it. I just did it kind of one of them now. But if you have extra time on a quiz or test, I highly encourage you to check. Yeah?
Yeah.
This one's a nice, neat, easier one because it works out perfectly. Most of them do not. Okay? The fact that it works out perfectly, by that I mean there's no square roots. They are rational numbers. Makes them nice. But this could have also factored. So if you're taking a quiz and one works out without square roots, it could have factored. It could have been a factoring one. Let's do another one.
Say that again.
So if your answers end up without squares, like ours were nice, neat, rational numbers, then it could have factored. Okay, so that's one that was also factorable, but not all of them are. So let's go ahead and do this one. First of all, A is 1, B is -4, C is -1. I'm a good little mathematician. -b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. Hey! Okay, so I have a -4, which is positive. Now, when I square that, what do I get? What do I get when I square b? 16. Always a positive number. When you square something, it's always positive. Always, always, always. -4 times a times c. All divided by 2 times a. So I have 4 plus or minus. Now once again, you could literally take care of it. Don't put the square root in, but you could type in, this is a little one, but you could type that in exactly how you see it. 16 minus 4 times 1 times -1 and get the correct answer in there. Don't put the square root though. But in here, that's a little one. The negative make a positive. What will I end up getting in there? 20. Now, last time we had a perfect square root. And this one is not. So we're going to have to reduce it. There are no decimals. You can check by finding decimals, but we need exact answers. So let's go over here and tree 20. 4 and 5. 2 and 2. So a pair of 2's. So let's replace that 20 with 2 square root of 5. So I have 4 plus or minus 2 square root of 5. Now, here's where I worry about my poor kittens. Alright? Don't be killing any kittens. There is addition on here. Do not reduce simply one of them. So a lot of people reduce the 2 and the 4. Or they'll reduce the 2 and the 2. Only. No. You have to do both. So what we're going to do is write it in standard form. Divide each term by 2. It has to be both. You have to divide each term by 2. Just like we did on complex numbers. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. Let me show you that step just in case some of you are following along. I divided each term by 2. Divided each term by 2. Now reduce it. That will give me 2 plus or minus, those reduced to be 1, square root of 5. That is my answer. Now you can type in and get decimals because sometimes joke handouts or activities you do will have decimal answers. That's okay. I will always want these. You could take it a step further and find decimals, but you have to have this first. Okay? Questions? Two options here. One is I could factor out a 3. Right? Don't they all have a 3 in common? That would make it a tiny bit smaller, which just makes it a little bit easier. Most of us would not see that, so I'm going to pretend I didn't see it and just do it the old-fashioned way. Jumping in the quadratic formula. I'm going to need to calibrate so bad. Next period. So A is 9. negative 6. C is negative 9. Whoop, I'm a good little mathematician. Negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. Hey! Okay, so I have a negative 6, which is positive. What do I get for b squared? 36. It's always positive. Minus 4 times 9 times negative 9. So grab your calculators. Type in, don't put the square root in, just type this in. And tell me what you get.
I got 360.
360. Anyone else? Sounds good to me, but wait for confirmation. Another? A third?
I confirm as well.
Okay. You can't confirm yourself. Okay. Is 360 a perfect square? Try it. Take the square root of it. Is it a perfect square? If you don't know, type it in.
It's not.
It's not. Okay. It is not. But if you don't know, type it in. So let's reduce it. Let's see. I'm going to go 36 and 10. 6 and 6. 2 and 5. And I could take this down to 2 and 3, 2 and 3, but I already see a pair. I'm going to go ahead and circle the pair, kind of cheat a little bit of a shortcut. I have 6 square root of 10 when I put those back inside. But you can break those down to 2 and 3, 2 and 3. You just have a 2 and a 3 on the outside, which is 6. Okay. All right, so I'm going to replace this square root there. 6 square root of 10, all over 18. Now what do I do?
Simplify the 6 and 18. For both the 6s and
Both of 6. So let's divide each term. I have 6 over 18. I'm just going to write this step. You don't have to, as long as you do it correctly. Divide both terms by 18. Both. Now, reduce. What does 6 over 18 reduce to be? 1/3. Same here. That is 1/3, correct? I don't know why I wrote the 1 up top. I still have a square root of 10. So there's my answer. Now, you will sometimes see this also written as that is the exact same thing. That's just a common denominator, right? So like on a test, like a standardized test, if you're taking the ACT, SAT, whatever, recognize that those are the same answers. Okay? Either one is correct for me. If it's reduced, that's fine with me. But you have to recognize they are both equal. If you're adding subtract, you just add or subtract the tops, bottom stays the same. Right? It's common denominator. Okay? Oh, let's skip one or just do something weird? Okay. So A is 1. Boy, I have a lot of negative B's here, don't I? Negative 14 is 41. Negative B plus or minus square root of B squared minus 4AC all divided by 2A. Hey! Okay, so I have a negative 14, which makes it positive. Plus or minus, what do I get for b squared? What's 14 squared? 196. Always positive. I don't even put the negative in there. When I go square something, I put the negative. It's never negative. Minus 4ac. All divided by 2a. Okay. Like I said, type just the inside. Don't put the radical in there. Just type the inside exactly how you see it. Tell me what you get. Ooh, I'm thinking it's a negative. No. 41, not a 4. I first read it as a 4. 4 times 41? That's big.
It's 32.
Oh, it's 196. I thought it was just 96. Dang it. I was hoping to be negative. What is it, 32? I read that as 96. Well, yes, it's going to be negative. Because once again, what would the answer be if it was a negative in there? No solution for right now. Right now. Okay, let's see. Is 32 a perfect square? Nope, so let's tree it. or 32? Okay, 2 and 16. So then I have, I go 4 and 4. Can I go ahead and say it's a pair? Do I have to keep going? That is 4 square root of 2. Okay, so I end up getting, so let's replace that term. So I have 14 plus or minus 4 square root of 2 all over 2. Divide each term. Let me go ahead and do each term. 14 divided by 2 is 7 plus or minus 2 square root of 2. Follow me there. Divide that. Divide that. Now you can never touch the inside. So a lot of people are like, oh, there's a 2 there. There's 2 there. One's in a square root, one is not. You cannot touch those. Okay? There we go. Coming back to us. Gotta know the quadratic formula. Do one more here. Then we have you try. What do I have to do first? Equal to 0. I'm going to subtract 12. Okay, let's go into it. Negative b. Oh, finally. Make it negative 17. Plus or minus square root. What is 17 squared? 289, right, I heard? Minus 4a times c. So it's 7 and negative 12. Divided by 2a. Okay, definitely not a negative in there. Big number.
625.
What do we get?
625.
625. Waiting on a second one. Anyone else get 625? Yes. Third.
Yes.
Don't just say yes. They'll be mad. You don't even think you touched the calculator there. Is 625 a perfect square?
Yeah.
Try it. Do the square root of 625. It's 25. So when you do that, when you take the square root, it's no longer there. I have a lot of people mistakenly write it. That is 25. Don't put square root of 25. We took the square root. It is 25. Okay, now let's break that down to two different answers. That is negative 17 plus 25 over 14. And negative 17 minus 25 all over 14. So x equals, well, when you subtract those, or add them I should say, you get 8 divided by 14. What does 8 over 14 reduce to? 4 over 7. Here, you're going to get, what, negative 42? I'm a visual person, I need to write it. Let's see, 7 goes into both those, so what does that reduce to be? Oh wait, so hold on, this even goes further. So it'll be negative 6 over 2, which is negative 3. And you have calculators, but it's little, we need the practice. Works out perfectly. So some work out nicely as rational numbers. Some you still have those square roots, so they're still irrational. So this one, you could have factored. If it's a rational number, it means it was factorable. Questions? Now, be forewarned, on your homework, on your tests and your quizzes, you must show me all work, because there are a million calculator apps out there that does this for you. So you have to show me all your steps, all your work, so I know you are the one doing it. Okay, I'm going to be a stickler about that. Oh, I thought I had one more. Well, let's do another one. Just going to jump right in. Negative 16 plus or minus, what do we get for 16 squared? 256 minus 4 times A times C. So all divided by 2A. Okay, let's clean up that square root. Type just the inside. Don't put the square root in, just type the inside. Be a decent number, I think. 48? Yes? Second? see 4 and 12. You're going to do 4 and 3. You can keep going on your trees, but I already see a pair. I stop when I have a pair. So I have 4 square root of 3. So I have 16 plus or minus 4 square root of 3 over 8. Divide each term. That's 16 over 8 plus or minus 4 square root of 3 over 8. 16 over 8 is 2. That reduces to be 1/2. Now, I have people put the 1 here. That's fine. It's not needed. You don't see it there. Kind of like how you only see X, you don't really see 1X. It's fine. It's not wrong. It's just you don't really see that 1 there. But that helps some people when they're reducing. Now, you may also see this as your answer. See where I get that? How did I get that? I'll show you. How would you do a common denominator? You'd multiply this by 2 over 2. So that would be 4 plus square root of 3 over 2. Yeah. You have to recognize, especially for standardized tests, that these two answers are the exact same thing. And they're both correct. Either one is right for me, so whichever one you prefer, you do. But you have to recognize they are the same thing. Okay, you try. Okay, hold them up. The back table. Okay, hey, pretty good. Now, not all the square roots are going to reduce. If this did not reduce, let's say that was 71. You're done. If it doesn't reduce, you're done. Circle your answer. Okay? You could still divide each term. 100% correct. Okay, it's up to you. But not all of them reduce. Homework 2-9 is in your OneNote. Day 3. It's a little maze. Whoop. Hold on, I accidentally inserted the page. Now, Don't you dare squeeze your work on here, right? You may write your answer on here, but you take this. So the answer to this is either this one or that one. Or that one. It's another maze. You follow your path. Okay? But you still have to do all of the problems. All of them. All of them, but highlight your path, okay? Don't just do the ones in the path. Do all the problems, then highlight your path. Okay, have a good day. Flex some of these clubs. These clubs today. Stop the recording.